everybody, Julie here with Jamberry Nails. I'm going to show you how I apply my jamberries. I'm going to show you how on my big toe because I already have the rest of my nails already done. So I've already done my little toes. All we have left is my big toe. First you're going to want to do nail prep, which would require you using either rubbing alcohol or nail polish remover to cleanse your nail, or you can even use Dawn dish soap. I like to personally use Dawn dish soap to cleanse my nail, and then I use the Jamberry base coat, strengthening base coat. I think it helps my jamberries stick a little better to the nail polish instead of to my nail. It also helps protect it from any extra oils getting underneath the wrap. Then you're going to size up which toe or which nail fits best with which wrap. I like to play the Price is Right game, so the closest without going over. I already know that it's the second one that fits my big toe the best. I've already done my other one, so we're going to use the other half of this one. Cut it off, cut it in half, and then put it onto the cuticle pusher or a stick or anything that you want to use. Be sure not to touch the backing. You don't want to get any extra oils on there. And then line it up with your cuticle as close as you can. Get the most use out of it. And then I like to apply mine cold. And then rub it from cuticle to tip. And then one side in front of the heat. You can use a hairdryer or the mini heater. I obviously prefer the mini heater. You can do it for about 5 seconds or until it starts to curl. I take my finger, rock it down to that side, and push it nice and down. And then I take my rubber cuticle pusher and get it real close. And I like to tuck it right underneath that cuticle. Alright, and then we gotta do the other side. Heat it. Again for about 5 seconds or so, till it starts to warm, and then I take my finger again and rock it to the other side. And then I take my cuticle pusher and rub it all along the edges. Again, tucking it underneath the cuticle and getting that real tight seal by rubbing all along the edges. Alright, and I like to heat the tip again for a moment and then push it down. Seal in that tip. And then you'll want to let it cool for a few moments. And then I personally like to take my nail clippers, and instead of, you can also file down and trim off all this excess, but I personally like the nail clippers. And go up and trim them to your desired length. There you have it. I also like to take a glass nail file and just go all along the tip just to get that real fine edge. Nice and clean. And there you have it. That's how I apply my jamberries.